Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on a company that's pretty much the invisible backbone of our modern world. You've probably never heard of them. They're called nVent. But they make the super critical gear that keeps everything from the internet to massive factories humming along smoothly. So let's dive in and break down what they do. You ever stop and wonder what actually keeps the lights on? You know, what protects those giant, sprawling data centers that power our online lives? Or what stops a fully automated factory from, say, overheating and grinding to a halt? Well, it all comes down to some really important and often completely overlooked hardware. And the answer, it turns out, it isn't just a bunch of fancy code or clever algorithms. It's the physical stuff. You know, the heavy-duty boxes, the super secure connections, and the cooling systems that protect all of our digital infrastructure. And a huge amount of that essential gear comes from this one company, nVent. Okay, so what does nVent actually do? Let's get right into the nuts and bolts of their core business. To put it simply, they make the high-performance boxes, brackets, and connectors that protect critical electrical systems, well, pretty much everywhere. They're laser-focused on just two things: connecting electricity safely and protecting the sensitive, expensive equipment that uses it. So how does making a bunch of electrical boxes and connectors turn into a multi-billion-dollar business? Well, it really all comes down to two key divisions. The business is basically split into two main buckets. About 2/3 of their money comes from what they call systems protection, and the other third comes from electrical connections. But, what do those corporate-sounding terms actually mean in the real world? Okay, let's use an analogy. Think of systems protection as high-tech armor. It's the specialized enclosures and high-tech cooling units that shield all that sensitive electronics from heat, water, and just plain old physical damage. Then you have electrical connections. These are the nuts and bolts, and I mean that almost literally. They're the super high-performance clamps and fasteners that hold our entire electrical world together, safely. So who's actually buying all this stuff? Well, their biggest customer group is infrastructure, and that makes up a whopping 43% of their sales. We're talking data centers, power grids, cell towers, the big stuff. After that, you've got industrial clients, then commercial and residential buildings. What this really tells us is that they have a really diverse customer base, which means they aren't overly dependent on any single part of the economy. All right, so the business model makes sense. It seems pretty straightforward. But is it a healthy business? Let's take a look at the most recent numbers and see what story they're telling us. The first number that just kind of leaps off the page from their latest report is this one, 35%. That's how much their sales grew compared to the very same period last year. That is a huge jump in revenue. And just to put that 35% growth into perspective for you, their sales jumped from around $782 million in the third quarter last year to over $1 billion in the same quarter this year. That isn't just a little bit of growth, that is a massive leap, which tells you a lot about the demand for their products. Now, growing sales is fantastic, but are they actually making more money? Are they more profitable? And the answer is a big yes. Their profit per share grew even faster than their sales, jumping an incredible 44%. This is a really strong sign that the company isn't just getting bigger, it's getting more efficient at turning those sales into actual profit. And here's the metric that really ties it all together: return on sales, or ROS. Just think of it like this. For every single dollar in sales nVent brings in, they get to keep over 20 cents as operating profit. A consistent ROS above 20% is considered really, really strong, and it shows that the company has a great handle on its costs and its pricing. So the numbers are looking pretty solid, but what is the company's own leadership saying about the future? Let's dig into what they told investors in their recent earnings presentation. Management is pointing to some major positives, what they call tailwinds. They've got record orders and a huge backlog of work just waiting to be done, especially thanks to the boom in data centers. This has made them so confident, in fact, that they're raising their sales and profit forecast for the entire year. But they're also being upfront about the challenges, the headwinds. They're dealing with inflation on materials and labor, and they know that supply chain risks and tough competition are always lurking out there. Despite all those challenges, this was the headline right on their summary slide in the last earnings report. The tone from the top is clearly confident. It seems management firmly believes the positives are outweighing the negatives right now. So after all that, what's the big picture here? Based on everything we've looked at in the source material, let's frame this as two different viewpoints: the bull case versus the bear case. So here's really how to think about it. The bull case, or the optimist view, is that nVent is a key player riding these unstoppable trends like data center growth and electrification. Plus, their strong financials show they're executing really well. Then you have the bear case, the skeptic's view. This argument says, hey, hold on a second. As an industrial company, they could be vulnerable if the broader economy slows down. And things like ongoing inflation and those supply chain risks, well, they could come back and squeeze those really healthy profit margins down the road. And that brings us to our final and definitely our most important point. This entire breakdown is for educational purposes and educational purposes only. It is absolutely not financial advice. Our goal here was to give you a clear, unbiased starting point for your own research. So as always, make sure you do your own homework before making any investment decisions.